Here is 10 secrets you need to know about in the new fall update in Grow a Garden. These secrets range from fun to useful, so we're going to be going over every single thing. Watch this video all the way to the end so you guys don't miss out on any of these. Let's get straight into this. Also hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 400k, please, please, please. Anyways, as you guys know, yesterday we got the brand new fall event. A lot of people seem to actually really like this update because honestly, it's not a bad update at all. I really like it because it kind of does capture that OG-ness, you know, that OG Grow a Garden vibe. I'm saying OG as if this game came out like 50 years ago. No, it's a five-month-old game, guys. But still, I like how this update feels a little more back to basics, you know, back to what Grow a Garden used to be in the early days. But once again, as I said, we have a lot of secrets in this update, so let's go ahead and start off with the first one. The first one being the obvious. I feel like a lot of you might have noticed this already, but we have a brand new transcendent seed in the game. This is the maple resin. You have to go ahead and do the fall event 17 times, so basically feed the tree 17 times to even be able to unlock this thing. And a lot of people have been saying this thing is better than the bone blossom. Now, unfortunately, that is not true. This thing is not better than the bone blossom, but it is very close to being better than the bone blossom. So if we go over to the official Grow a Garden wiki and search up, of course, maple resin, just like that, as you guys can see, the seed is going to cost you guys, ignore the ads please, it's going to cost you guys about 1.5 billion shekels, so it's honestly not too expensive, and it has a floor price of 171,000 shekels. For reference, Bone Blossom has a base sell price of about 180,000 shekels, so this thing is just worse than the Bone Blossom. But if you did not have the Bone Blossom, this is your chance to get a seed that is super comparable to the Bone Blossoms. If you are a newer player who unfortunately did not get your hands on Bone Blossom in the early days, now's your chance. Go get this thing, bro. It's super easy to get. I did the calculation and it should take you about an hour and 30 minutes to complete the entire fall bloom event 17 times. So yeah, it only takes an hour and 30 minutes, maximum 2 hours to go ahead and complete this entire event. And of course, once you guys complete the event, simply go right here, go to stock right here, get yourself an auto clicker and just leave it on, just like that, and leave it on overnight, let it collect. Whatever seed comes to shop, of course, make sure you have 1.5 billion shekels in your inventory, and boom, you're gonna get this seed pretty much instantly. So yeah, this is not difficult to get at all. You could probably get like a few of them, maybe 3, 4, or even 5 of them, but I recommend you guys to do this. It is super easy to do. Moving on to the second secret we have in the game. This is actually going to be inside of the pet shop right over here, and this is going to be the space squirrel. As you guys know, the space squirrel gives you guys the void touch mutation, but not a lot of you actually know how good the void touch mutation actually is. Because if we actually go ahead and check out the multiplier on the void touch mutation, check this out guys. This thing has a money multiplier of 135 times, which is absolutely crazy. For reference guys, the corrupt fox fire chakra is only 8 times 90, the fox chakra is only 8 times 90. So yeah, this thing is very good. I recommend you guys to get your hands on it. Once again, it is super easy to get. Just go here and get yourself an auto clicker and click here overnight, and you're gonna get it in no time. So yeah, this thing is super easy to get. You can get at least a few of them, and I feel like you could also trade a few of these after this update is gone, and they're gonna trade for a lot of money. You can trade in places like my Discord server, so make sure you buy a bunch of these and make sure you hold on to them for a few more weeks. And trust me bro, for the prices for these is gonna absolutely skyrocket in a few weeks. So yeah, make sure you guys get this. It is extremely good. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to something a little bit more fun, and this is gonna be the leaf blower. So a lot of you don't actually know how to use this thing, but if we go ahead and equip it right now, as you guys can see, using the leaf blower, you can basically move yourself or propel yourself backwards. But a lot of you don't realize that you can actually just use this as a way of moving. Check that out. I can just move to the event if I'm, just want to get here a little bit faster. So yeah, this is a very, very cool way of actually transporting yourself. Unfortunately, it does not last too long, so it is kind of annoying, but check this out, guys. You can just fly across the entire map if you have a few of these in your inventory. So yeah, make sure you guys actually get these. Of course, you can use something like a recall wrench to get to the gear shop. You can use these buttons too, but why would you do that when you can fly across the map, huh? Come on, bro, come on. It's fun, alright? Speaking of fun, we have two other items that I think are very, very fun in this new update, or two other pets, sorry, not items, but we have the robin and the grizzly bear, both of which you can get out of the brand new fall egg. Now it seems to have, I seem to have deleted all of my robins. Why is that? But basically, guys, what the robin does is it makes you smaller. Oh, there you go. I have one right here. Okay. As you guys can see, this thing is going to make you guys 10% smaller, and this stacks up. So if I actually go ahead and unequip the robin from my inventory right now, check this out, guys. I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna get bigger. You can actually equip 8 of these, and you're gonna become super, super tiny, and you can fit into some pretty tight spaces, and no other pet in the game, I'm pretty sure, can do this. So yeah, this is a new unique ability, and I feel like a lot of people are actually gonna go crazy for this if it is a unique ability for you know, longer than a week, because growing garden developers seem to release the same pet over and over again every update. So hopefully they actually keep the robin's ability unique. Same goes for the grizzly bear. This thing is basically the same thing, but instead of making you smaller, it actually makes you bigger. Yeah, not just that, but it also gives your plants a 10% chance to get the fall mutation, which would be useful for something. If you guys just like collecting mutations on your plants, I guess get this thing, because then you can get a rare mutation that's probably gonna go away after this update. Speaking of rare mutations, let's go ahead and talk about the big gull, the big bird, the swan. A 1% chance to get from the new fall egg, and this guy is pretty cool. It has 2 abilities, so let's go ahead and talk about them right now. Occasionally goes to another player's pet and befriends it, and performs its ability just like the mimic octopus. It's basically the same thing. Its second ability is occasionally applies the graceful mutation, which is very, very good, by the way. The graceful mutation, by the way, has a times 80 multiplier, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, this thing is not bad at all. It's not as good as the mimic octopus, if I'm not wrong, but still a pretty decent alternative to the mimic octopus if you guys did not get it. Another pet that's also pretty cool inside of the new egg is gonna be the barn owl, and people are really, really excited about this pet. So this guy, every single time you buy a pet from the shop directly, they have a chance to get an extra base weight. Basically, guys, if you go into the shop right here and you have a bunch of these barn owls equipped, and let's say I buy the chipmunk, it's basically gonna get additional weight. Between 0.10 and 0.4 extra weight, which, if you guys don't understand what weight is, it's basically the size of the animal. The size of the animal is going to be bigger. So even if you go ahead and mutate it, the size is not going to change, guys. So this is absolutely huge. This pet has the most unique ability I've ever seen. No other pet has this ability. So I recommend you guys to actually get the the barn owl. This thing is very, very good. Another pet that has a very good ability is going to be the sugar glider. This guy copies a mutation from one plant and puts it on another plant. This is so useful if you guys have a plant with a bunch of mutations and you want to put those mutations on all of your other plants. Like, this is extremely good. I believe the T-Rex could do this, and yeah, the T-Rex was a 1% chance to actually get from the primal egg, if I'm not wrong. And the fact that you can just get this thing, like, hold on, let me just fly over to it. So useful, so freaking useful. And the fact that you can just get it from the shop, like by auto-clicking right over here, this thing is extremely OP. Get as many of them as you possibly can. Get at least 8. Like, if you don't get at least 8, bro, you are absolutely, you're throwing, bro. You need to get it right now. Moving on, if you are one of those people who does not have a bone blossom and are solely going to be relying on the maple resin to make money in the future, what I recommend you to do is get yourself the brand new sprinkler, the maple sprinkler, because this thing has a cool ability ability where it increases growth speed, mutation chances, and fruit size for all fall type plants, meaning even after this update is over, even after all of these stalls are gone, make sure you have a bunch of these maple sprinklers stacked up so you can use them with all of the other sprinklers we have in the game, you know, like Grandmaster, Master, etc., to make yourself some absolutely massive maple resin plants, which of course you can put a bunch of mutations on and then sell for a lot of money. So yeah, if you don't have Bone Blossom, this is the next best thing you can do to get mega big plants in Grow a Garden right now. Another gear that you need to get your focus on is going to be this guy right over here, the golden acorn. Stack as many of these as you possibly can because this thing is OP. What this thing does is it resets a pet back to age 1, but empowers it with a random mutation. Must be over age 40. Now, there is 2 advantages for using this thing. Advantage number 1, unlike the regular mutation machine, this is instant. You don't have to wait an hour for your pet to get mutated. It's instantly gonna mutate your pet just like the machine, but once again, no waiting an hour. Advantage number 2, your pet only has to be age 40, not age 50 like with the mutation machine. Look at this, you have to have a pet level age 50 and above. So you can use something like a ostrich, which I don't think I have here, if you are hatching new eggs, and instantly using the acorn put a mutation on them, or even just instantly put a mutation on a existing pet if you wanted to. This is extremely OP. Get as many of these as you possibly can. I know I've been saying that for like half of the things in this video, but this thing is actually very good. Stack up on this as much as you can. Once again, doing the fall bloom challenge 17 times is not difficult, guys. This can be done every 5 minutes. It's very easy. And finally, guys, we have the fall fountain. So if you're one of those people who likes to collect mutations on your plants, but don't really want to get another pet and wait for that pet to apply mutations to your plants, what you can do instead is get yourself the fall fountain, because this thing periodically puts the fall mutation on all of your crops. So all you have to do is place this fountain in your garden and it's gonna put the fall mutation on all of your plants one by one. This is very OP. It's gonna keep doing that even after the fall event is gone. So get this, guys, seriously get the fall fountain. It is very good. It's not just a regular cosmetic item, it actually has some pretty crazy uses. But with that being said, guys, that's every single thing we have in this new update. If you guys found this video even just remotely helpful, drop a like, drop it, and of course hit that subscribe button because we're trying to get to 400,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.